Hello, friends. Oh, trying to get this set. Already have 3 likes. You guys are the best. Hi. How is everybody today? Danny, how's it going? I decided to sit in my library today in what is probably my most uncomfortable chair that I own. Why? Because it's prettier background. And I have better lighting in here. Hi, Amy. I had a wonderful, relaxing Saturday. I didn't go anywhere. I took the trash out. I cleaned a little bit, and I read all day. Not really all day, but it felt like it because I didn't do very much today. How was everybody's Saturday? Hi, Daisy. Hi, Voraciously Reading. I don't know your first name, but hi. I'm glad you're here. This is just a chatty, sprinty evening. I don't really have a topic or a plan. It's just a welcome to the new year Saturday night hangout. My husband ripped out our carpet in our living room. Well, that's fun. Hi, Nancy. What is everybody working on reading or doing tonight? I always do reading sprints, but you can work on other things. I know I've been in other lives and took down my Christmas tree and used the productivity sprints for all kinds of things. Hi, Jamie. Oh, nice, Amy, that you got to go for a hike. It was really nice here today, as I discovered when I took out the trash. And I was like, I should go for a walk today. But I didn't. Oh, well. Addie LaRue, how are you liking that one? Hi, Amy. Hi, Monet. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad everybody's here. Oh, you know what? I watched a little bit of another live today. Sarah from the Bookish Knitter had a live to celebrate her 5,000 subscriber. No, her 5 years on BookTube. She did a Q&A. Yay, last day of quarantine. That's exciting. Clean the house, enjoying the last hour, reading Fellowship of the Ring for the first time. That's fun. Oh man. Getting some texts. Snowbanks and ice. Yikes. Reading The Nightingale for the first time. That is awesome. And an Agatha Christie, Becca. Nice. Hi, Carly. Welcome. Welcome to a just chill hangout tonight. There's no agenda other than get some reading done. There's no big old conversation. We're no in-depth talk we're gonna have. We're just gonna hang out. So always, if you guys have questions for me, I would love to answer them. This is the first live of the new year that I'm doing, but my plan is, and we'll see how long I stick to it, my plan is every other weekend do a vlog and every off weekend go live. Sometimes with other people, sometimes just me. That is the plan. That's a lot of lives though, so we'll see if I can stick with that and keep up with it. But I like doing them because I feel like I get to chat with you in real time. Oh, Teresa, I just saw that in a used bookstore the other day and I almost picked it up, The House with Chicken Legs. But I didn't grab it. I grabbed a few other things instead. The Nightingale is one of my favorites of all times too. Monet, fun that you got some books today that you wanted. Kim, did I say hi? Hi. This time next year. Oh, that's a fun one to read at the beginning of the year. I really enjoyed that. Atlas Shrugged, The Nightingale. Oh yeah, reading Where the Crawdads Sing is also a good one. What is one of the big books you would like to read this year? Oh golly, there's so many. I think so. You're going to see coming up later this week all of the books that were recommended to me on my cart from that video that I did in December. And I have a separate stack of books that were 5 or more people, and those are like the ones I'm kind of prioritizing, but I really also want to read The Vanishing Half because I haven't read that yet. And I also really want to read um, Transcendent Kingdom. Those are both book of the month books that I really want to read, but I also really want to read Amy Harmon because I've heard such good about her. And so that's a big book I want, not big book, but that's very high on my priority. Um, fun. Somebody's reading one. White Chrysanthemum is so good. I was just talking about. Oh, what a hard book that is. Yeah, Amy, the Nightingale is so good. Hi, Trudy. Hi, Teresa. Sense and Sensibility is a good one. I have not read Behind Her Eyes. I actually unhauled that. I heard a couple things about it that made me think it's probably not the book for me. I did read Bromance Book Club. I like that it's about a marriage, like a struggling marriage, and they're going to work it out. I really like that about it. Open door scenes, but I do like that it is focused on a marriage. This Tender Land. I'm not going to be reading that tonight, Amy, but I am reading that right now. I'm in the middle of 5 books. Earlier today it was 6, but I finished one, so yay. 500 Miles from You by Jenny Colgan. Isn't that the 3rd in that trilogy, right? Monet. I am reading a couple of my January TBR books right now. Tonight, I don't have the dust jacket on it, but tonight I'm going to work on The Sound of Gravel. This is a nonfiction memoir about a young woman, about a woman who was raised in a extreme sect of Mormonism in Mexico. And it's a very harrowing, sad story. Today I finished Everybody Always by Bob Goff. It was not my favorite, so I'm glad that I finished it. I read that with Chloe from Always Booked. Jamie spent the afternoon getting caught up on BookTube. Yeah, I watched some this morning, like while I'm getting ready. Ooh, Jacqueline Woodson. Fun, Cheryl. I hope you're enjoying that. I haven't read that one yet. What to Remember When Walking. The Vanishing Half. I've heard such praise for that one. I'm a little nervous to read it because it's so hyped. It's so hyped that it makes me nervous. But we'll see. Pride and Pregnancy. Fun. I have not thought about books for Valentine's Day. I'm not a big Valentine's Day person in general. I just lost my spot. Whoa. Sorry if I missed some comments because there's a lot. I have The Two Lives of Lydia Bird on my Book of the Month pile. You'll have to let me know what you think about that one, Rena. Jen, you're not late. We're just still chatting, getting going. Just chatting, seeing what everybody's reading, what everybody's doing. Kim, I am not a patron of April, but I love her. So that's fun that you're reading that with her group. That's fantastic. Oh, Denise, you didn't know 500 Miles from You. I only know because when I received the second one, Bookshop on the Shore, someone told me it was part of the series. I was like, what? So I went and looked it up. Bookshop on the Corner is first, and I loved that. And then I just got Bookshop on the Shore, and then 500 Miles from You is the third one. The Silent Wife by Karen Slaughter. Ooh, I'm scared of Karen Slaughter. I think she might be a little too brutal for me. Oh, Kim, that's nice. I love April. She's very sweet. And her little girl is adorable. So cute. Kim, Pillars is a huge book. So huge. And also brutal. Woof. But so good. So we're gonna jump right in like 5 minutes. At 8:15, we'll jump in with our first sprint. And I forgot to schedule this through StreamYard. so that I can put the banners and everything. So I'll just set the timer on my phone and we'll hear it go off. I can't, I'm doing it straight through YouTube. So, oh, y'all have to help me out. If we get any strange people in the comments, just help like hide them or delete them or block them or whatever. I think you guys can do that as well. Because that's the problem with going live straight through YouTube, is that sometimes you get weird people in the comments. Do I have any romance book recommendations? Okay, y'all in the comments, help out with romance book recommendations. Well, I just read This Time Next Year, and I thought that was a very sweet beginning of the year story. That's by Sophie Cousins. A romance. I don't read a ton of romance. I mean, Beach Read is more contemporary than romance, but it does have a romance in it. I just wouldn't call it a romance because it's not like happily ever after at the end. Or that's not the focus of the book, I guess. Maybe it is. I mean, it won the Goodreads, or it was on the Goodreads list for romance. I don't know if it won or not. One Day in December. Is that the one where she sees the guy from the bus window and can't stop thinking about him? That one was not my favorite. You got creepers on StreamYard, Danny. I've never had anybody show up through the comments in StreamYard. I didn't think that happened, but sad. Oh, fun. Catherine, you're reading The Children's Blizzard. I just got a notification from the library today that that one and the Mrs. Christie, or The Mystery of Mrs. Christie, both came in already. I'm so excited to go get them. Yeah, Amy, I've heard that about Lydia Bird, that it's not, some people were disappointed by it. You Had Me at Ola. Wasn't that on the Goodreads list of romances too? Furiously Happy. Jenny, somebody wrote that, right? Hogan? Jenny something. I forget. Man, there's a lot of you here already. 62 people. I'm bundled in my blanket today because this room where I'm sitting has 2 windows. So it's kind of the coldest room in my house. Oh, and there's right above me is an attic pull down thing. And so there's a little bit of draftiness coming right down on me from the window in here. So I'm cozied up in my blanket today. A horror manga. Go you. That is not my jam. Oh man. Amy, you uploaded your first booktube video today. What's your channel name? Share with us. Congratulations for diving in. Oh, Samantha, how did you like Giver of Stars? That is one of my favorites from last year. So good. Jenny Lawson, that's her name. Amy, that's so great. I always love it when people start. It's so intimidating at first, but it's really not that bad once you get going and find your people. 1,000 Ships by Natalie Haynes and The Sound of Gravel. That's what I'll be reading tonight, Sound of Gravel. I'm making my way through part 3 right now. I'm almost done with part 3. So good. Aw. I will definitely go check it out later. Actually, I have a little notebook, a little tiny one. I don't even remember where I got it. I'm like, I'm going to want to remember some things from this live, so I'm going to have to write them down. So Amy, I'm going to remember to check out your channel. Is it just Amy Bowman or Amy Christina Bowman? Let us know. Because I'm sure other people will go check you out too. Congrats for taking the plunge. Amy Christina Bowman. Okay. Thank you. Everybody go check her out. Send her some love. Oh, we're right about at the same part. Lisa. I know that's not your name. Lee. I'm almost at the end of part 3. Oh yeah, Kim, you're relatively new as well, everybody. Kim's book life. She just started like a couple months ago, I want to say. I forget. I don't know if you can change your name. I've thought about changing my name. Does anybody know what the Jams is from in my name? Has anybody been around long enough since I've talked about it? That's a fun question. Oh, yeah, Jacqueline Woodson can get straight to your heart. I'm not going to change Books and Jams now because it's been too long, 4.5 years. Oh, it's 8:16. You liked Jamberry nails. Yes, you've been here forever. I used to sell Jamberry. When I first started my channel, I'd be like, this is what I'm wearing today. And I'd show my nails. Oh, how sad. No, Debbie, it's not music. I wish. It's because I sold Jamberry. And I didn't do that for very long. But at that point, I just stuck with it. So I like to think of it as like jams like pajamas. It could be jam like jelly. It can be jam like music. It can be whatever people think it is. But it's originally because of Jamberry nails. Okay. Whoa. So let's read. Let's do a 20. I'm gonna mix it up today. We'll do some short ones and some longer ones. Hey, Debbie. I'm glad you're here. Does she like jam? I do like jam. It's because I'm jam-tastic. Oh, Danny, I love you. Hi, Lindsay. Oh, my word. You guys are too funny. Okay. Let's do a 20-minute to start. I'm just going to start my timer. 8:17. We'll do 8:18 to 38. Oh, goodness. My computer is resting up on my recommendations card from 18 to 38. Random 18 to 38. Okay, so grab your books or go get something done. We will be back here in 20 minutes. And go. That's my timer. Stop. Perfect timing for me. I just finished a chapter. How did everybody do? Welcome back. I read 207, 23 pages. But they're quick, and some of them were like blank. So I read 23 pages. Oh, this book. 37, Cheryl. Amazing. Last Christmas in Paris. Hi. Holy, over 400 books on my Kindle. Time to sift out the ones that have been around longer and I'm no longer interested. Whew, that is quite a chore. I did that. Do you know that? Okay. Do you know that you can do it through Amazon? Then you can kind of batch do it. So you don't have to do it book by book on your Kindle. You can kind of do it in a batch through Amazon. There's like in your account settings, there's like manage your devices or something like that. And you can go through your Kindle on there. I did that once and deleted basically everything. Good. Chandel making good progress. Princess Bride. Danny, what a fun read. Debbie, I'm reading The Sound of Gravel tonight. And it is hard. No, it's the story is very compelling and it's definitely a page turner, but yeah, it's really difficult. Talks about sexual abuse of the author when she was young by her stepfather. And it's a little descriptive and brutal. And in the section I just read, like the mom just makes choices that baffle me. I'm not a mother, but I can imagine. And it just baffles me. The choices that the mom makes. Whew, good golly. Arctic Fury. Never heard that. 60 pages, Kim. Holy moly. Egyptian writer. Oh, that's interesting, Lindsay. How is that going? Yeah, Debbie, it explains what happens. It doesn't dwell on it. It's more like the after effects all around it. But in her, yeah, just growing up in this setting, it's crazy. Okay, so those of you who read memoirs, I'm very curious what you feel about this, because something that I had a struggle with in the first part is that the author is writing about memories from when she's super young, like 5, 6 years old. And I try to think back to my life when I was 5 or 6 years old. And I don't know that I would be able to write in detail about any of the memories that I have from that age. I don't know. It's always something that's strange to me when I read a memoir that talks about them when they're young. I don't know. Oh, Lindsay, your Egyptian book. 2 sisters. One is a conservative Muslim and one who's a PhD student who studies ancient Egyptian history. Interesting. Very cool. What was the name of it again, Lindsay? I'll have to go find it. I want to write it down. Where did it go? A Pure Heart. Raja. How would you say that? Raija. Raja Hasib. Cool. It sounds really good. Yeah, Danny, I think you're right that they can be a little exaggerated or have a little creative license. Hi, Tiffany. I'm reading The Sound of Gravel, which is a memoir, and I'm having I'm having a little trouble fully believing. Not that I don't believe that this stuff happened to her, but it's so detailed from when she was really young. Like we really get to see. I can understand like describing her home and things like that because that didn't change over time. And her siblings and her family. I don't know, but events that happen, I just have very few clear memories from when I was little. Yeah, and Becca, I think you're right. Like memories from that time are really things that might have been told to you or talked about as family more than your actual memories. I don't know. You have a process, Jamie. I love it. That's okay. You can keep your process. Kim, I don't remember well from that age, but maybe if it's traumatic, you remember it more distinctly. Yeah, I can see that. Like traumatic experiences either stand out or you kind of repress them. Um, I don't know. Just an interesting. I'm not a writer either, and I don't have a great memory to begin with. So maybe that's part of the problem. I wonder if I could make this uh, full screen here. Oh yeah, that's better. Melissa, try having a twin that thinks she remembers everything from childhood. And it's always your fault, right? Everything was your fault. Memories are also remembered the way you want to remember them. That is so true. Something to keep in mind. That's cool, Debbie, that you remember a lot from that experience of getting your tonsils out. Yeah, Rena, I'm hoping I haven't looked through the end because I don't want to be spoiled on anything. I'm hoping for either like an author's note or an epilogue or something at the end that kind of gives us a little more detail. I don't know if there is one or not. And I saw that there are a couple interviews with her on YouTube, but I don't want to look at them yet because I really don't want to be spoiled on anything that might happen in the book. And people told me that this one is going to be a tearjerker. So I definitely don't want to be spoiled. Serena, good question. I read the comments and I respond like that. I don't type out too much until it's time for a sprint. But I just try to read the comments. I'm gonna miss a ton. There's 80 people here right now, so I might miss a bunch of comments, but I'm doing my best. And then I'll just respond to the person who writes that comment. Good question. Pictures can help, Cheryl, for sure. And there are some pictures in this book, which is cool. Not many, but like at the beginning of each section, there's a picture, which is kind of cool to see. Yeah, Amy, I can see that too. Um, Gary Paulson said he was flooded with memories when he was going through family things. That's for sure true. When I see books or pictures are a big one, just things like at my mom's house that will help me remember things from when I was younger. Thanks. Thanks, Serena, for the encouragement. um, yeah, you guys are answering another question too, so that's good. Or another part of that question. That's good. Yeah, Melissa, I have a bad memory too. Scent is one of the most memory inducing things. Oh, that's cool. What a cool thing that you what had to help you remember the specific vacations. Buy a new perfume every time you go on vacation. That's awesome. I love that. Angie, I'm reading The Sound of Gravel by Ruth Werner. It's a memoir. So good. Angie, no worries, Angie. We'll be here a while. You haven't missed much. Just one sprint and some chat. I agree, Monet, but I think for people who need content warnings, the people who need content warnings will do their homework in looking at books. I have given my patrons, who some of my patrons are reading this with me, And I did put a content warning in our chat group because I did not know that this was going to have sexual abuse of a minor, or like, I shouldn't say it is abuse, but it's like more molestation than anything else. But that's a trigger warning for this for sure. And domestic abuse, sexual abuse. Um, yeah, those are some content warnings for this one. So if that's something that you need to know about, I'm telling you now. How did everybody else do with their reading? How are you enjoying the books that you're reading tonight? Or are you doing something else like cleaning out your Kindle or making dinner? Hey, Tia. I didn't see that you got here. The smell of roasted peanuts transports me to my grade school cafeteria. Fun. I'm not a fan of peanuts. Guys, funny story is that it was like 7:40. I was reading and reading and reading, and I looked at the clock. I'm like, oh my goodness. I had this like heart-stopping moment when I thought it was already after 8 because I was so invested in the book I was reading. I was listening earlier to an audiobook and working on a puzzle in my kitchen for quite a while. And I just looked at the time and I'm like, oh my goodness, I gotta get ready to go live. Amy, what are you working on? Knitting. Do you crochet also, Amy, or do you just knit? I have to crochet because it's faster. I don't have the patience for knitting. And when I make a mistake, because it's bound to happen, it's easier to correct in crochet. Oh man. A Little Life. Tiffany, I had that for a while on my shelves and I decided to unhaul it because I don't think it's the book for me. Jasmine reminded me of going to the beach when you're in your early teens. That's cool, Kim. See you, Denise. Bye. You're probably already gone. Okay, so here's the thing, Melissa. I don't like peanuts, but I love peanut butter. So I'm down for a peanut butter pie. Bring it on. I can have a handful of peanuts and not like them, throw them in the food processor, turn them into peanut butter, and I would love it. But I don't like the nut itself. I don't know what it is. I don't like any nuts. Um, let's see. Jimmy John's fun. Shauna, thank you for asking about my brother. He's doing okay. He has a wound sore thing on his foot that's a symptom of his sickle cell, and that is bothering him. But he went to the doctor a couple days ago, yesterday, and got it wrapped and taken care of and stuff. So he's healing, but not 100% yet. Thank you so much for asking. I can't make more than a dishcloth knitting. Amy, I love it. Socks. So have you figured out, like, I don't know why I learned to knit first, but once I learned how to crochet, I never went back. Now you only knit, Kim. Interesting. When you chew peanuts, it's like peanut butter. That's funny. Don't like peanut butter, but love peanuts. That's so funny, Kim. Angie, I don't like either one, garbanzo beans or hummus or chickpeas. Is that the garbanzo beans are the same as chickpeas, right? I don't know. Oh, Serena, you are in the pages. Good. I was wondering that too, Tia. The Mayflower Bride. Nice. Thank you, Kim, for sending prayers. We'll take them all. Iceland. Disa, is that how you say it? Disa? Hi. Disa Maria. Um, Iceland is on my bucket list. I would love to go there, but it's cold. Oh man. What time is it in Iceland right now? It's almost 9 o'clock p.m. for me. Kim, I love crocheting. It's so easy. Double screens, double Krista and Serena's house. Funny. Trin, YouTube it. There are so many tutorials for knitting and crocheting on YouTube. It is pretty easy to learn, I think, but it takes practice. That's so funny. Lindsay, I'm jealous that you got to go to Iceland. COVID sucks. Kim, that's a mood right there. COVID sucks. Truth, I can't wait to travel. 1:53 a.m. Yikes. Well, thank you for stopping into my live. That's fun. You have elves. I love it. Yeah, I think crocheting takes practice and knitting for sure. Takes practice to get like even stitches and I think but I feel like once you get it it's pretty easy. At least crocheting. I don't feel the same about knitting. Yeah, blankets go faster, I believe, with crocheting. I made my mom a blanket this year for Christmas. You think starting crochet is harder? I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that, Amy. Oh man. I see people making these huge, intricate cross stitches, and I'm so impressed. Oh man. Dina loves historical period and fantasy books. Nice. Do you have any favorites, Disa? I said Dina. I meant Disa. I love that we just had the big old conversation about crafting. I like that there's a lot of crafters here. How about like artsy people as far as drawing, painting, anything like that? Do any of you guys do that as a hobby? What other hobbies do you have besides reading? Obviously, we all enjoy reading. The TJ Klune. Which TJ Klune? I'm drawing a blank on that, but I know that I've heard it recently. Oh, the Cerulean House on the Cerulean Sea, right? Something like that. A must read. I've heard so much praise for that one. Yeah. I think Serena, it depends on what you're doing. Like I could listen to an audiobook while I was crocheting my mom's blanket because I didn't have to count. I just had to like see when I got to the end of the row and go back and forth. Tiffany, I miss volleyball so much. I played volleyball every Tuesday night before everything shut down and we haven't started back up. And I don't know that we will for a while yet. And I miss it so, so, so much. Amy, I love to watch people's plan with me videos too because I like to watch other people draw. I find it very like calming for some reason. Oh, too funny. Puzzling is a good hobby. The puzzle I'm doing right now is so hard. Taxes. Taxes are my hobby. Melissa. You can do mine anytime you want. I hate doing my taxes. Blah. Scrapbook digitally. Fun. I made my mom a digital scrapbook using Shutterfly for our trip to Turkey from 2 years, like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Plastic needlepoint canvas. Oh, that's cool, Nancy. Diamond painting. Is that with those little things like almost like a color by number, but with the little diamonds? She's about to be really busy. That is so true, Serena. She is about to be busy. Lego. Nice. Cooking and baking. Spinelli. Danny, do you have a favorite recipe? Like a favorite type? What kinds of things? What are some of your favorite things to make? Yeah, sports. I love all the hobbies. Tia, you're so well rounded. I like coloring. I haven't done coloring in a long time. And board games, Nicole, are my favorite, but I have nobody to play with. I'm gonna do another game night. Actually, if you guys were around a couple months ago when I did my game night on here with Sarah, Lindsay, and Amanda, we're gonna do that again. We're hoping to make it kind of a quarterly thing. We might rotate whose channel we do it on, but we're hoping to do that again because that was so much fun with the little drills, though the diamond painting. Okay, Disa, I've seen so many people talk about Mexican Gothic, and it is not a book that calls to me. I don't know that it's for me. Those of you who know my reading, have you read Mexican Gothic? And do you think it's for me? I don't think so. Maybe. I've been surprised before, and I know it'll happen again. Angie, how sad that you hate volleyball. It does come at you pretty fast. You got to have no fear. Cakes. Danny likes to make cakes. That's fun. I want to try one of those sticker paint by sticker books. I want to try one of those. I saw Lauren from Lauren and All the Books doing it, and I was like, ooh, I want to try that. Okay, I feel like it's 9 o'clock. We've only done one sprint so far. Golly, let's do another one. We'll start at 9:05. And we'll go for another 20. It was 20 okay for everybody, or do you prefer 15? I know some people do 30, and I just don't want to do a 30-minute sprint. I feel like that's too long. So tell me in the comments if you prefer 15 minutes or 20 minutes for a sprint. I see paint by stickers on Book Outlet. I need to add one to my cart one of these days. And I really want to explore watercolor this year. That is a goal. That is a big goal of mine. Jen was disappointed in Mexican Gothic. So I see 15, 15, 15, 20, 20, 15, 20, 20. Oh, it's like half and half. It's literally 6 to 5, guys. 5 for 15 and 6 for 20. Okay, we'll stick with 20. That seems to be a little bit more. Oh yeah, Rhonda does make some nice book sleeves. She sent me some. Thank you so much, Rhonda. Okay, so at 9:05, in a few minutes. Catherine, you DNF'd Mexican Gothic. Why? Spill the tea. Nice. Tea for the sprint. Yeah, Monet. I don't think that Mexican Gothic will be for you either as a romance reader. Oh, Eleanor Oliphant is so good. I loved that in 2019. So good. Nicole, who's playing right now? Who are you watching? Football. I'm not a fan of football. I do like March Madness, like basketball, college basketball. It's the only thing I will sometimes watch on my own. Yeah, Jen, I kind of got that. I got that feeling from it, hearing other people talk about Mexican Gothic. I just don't think it's going to be for me. No worries, Catherine. Some good cozy reads. Trin, what are some good cozy reads? Have you read the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society? That's one of my favorite, like cozy, give it a hug read. Also, some middle grade are also like you just want to hug it. Good cozy reads. Maybe like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That feels cozy to me because it's so nostalgic to me. Ah, that's funny, Nicole. You'll win even though you don't follow basketball. I have never officially participated like in a league or like a fantasy thing for March Madness, but I always put Syracuse University as the winner because I grew up in Syracuse, and so I always just want Syracuse to win. What's another good cozy read, guys? Besides cozy mysteries, Guernsey is cozy. I would say a middle grade that I love that feels cozy is a kind of Paradise by Amy Rebecca Tan, about a young girl who has to do community service hours at a library. I feel like books about books are cozy reads for me. I have not read Dear Mrs. Bird, but that's been one that has been recommended to me. And I remember that April from Getting Hooked with It loved it. I'm going to write it down. I'm pretty sure it's on my TBR on Goodreads. I'm giving myself a to-do list from this. I want to make sure that Dear Mrs. Bird is on my. Oh, Little Women is a good cozy-ish kind of a read. Yeah, I feel like a mystery can, like Agatha Christie, can feel cozy because they're not too hard. Oh, Echo Mountain. I'm gonna read Echo Mountain this year. It's right here. Echo Mountain. Sorry. Got a little excited about that. Penderwicks are definitely cozy reads. Land of Stories is a fun little fantasy. 13th Tale, little mystery in there as well. Wish Tree. I love Wish Tree so much, and I just read it in a couple hours at work when it first came out. I loved Pride and Prejudice. It's a cozy. Yes, this stack right here, closest to me, these are all of the six authors I want to read in 2021. So this is like always part of my TBR. And these are all my Christmas book exchange from the last 2 years. So that's also always part of my TBR. So I keep them kind of separate so that I can like just see them and pull them out when I need to pick something else. The Forgotten Girls by Lizzie Page. That sounds good. I love a good heartbreaking World War II. The Forgotten Girls. I've never heard of that. By Lizzie Page. The Irish County Doctor series. Oh, Chandel, I'm so that makes me so happy to hear that you have read some middle grade since starting watching my channel. Oh, that makes my middle grade loving heart very happy. I'm so pumped for middle grade March already. Oh, Shauna, I just read The Reader's a Broken Wheel in December. I would say that's a cozy read. It was very sweet and quirky. Those are good words for cozy reads. Oh, golly, what time is it? I missed 9:05. That's okay. We'll go to 9:10 now. We'll chat for 3 more minutes, and then we'll do a sprint. Irish Country Doctor. Yeah, Debbie, I saw that. Kate, is it Kate Howe and Rainey are doing the read along of the Mitford books? I've heard that those are pretty cozy as well. I've never read them. A good Gothic read can be cozy. Sure. That works for me. The kettle hasn't boiled yet. Love it. I can tell you, we are in the process right now of talking about what our group read will be for middle grade March. It's a heavy decision because I feel like the first 2 years we slam dunked it. We had such fantastic books for our group read, and last year's was just like meh. And we don't want another meh year. We really want to have a really fantastic group pick that might be a little bit off the beaten path or not really well known that much, or I don't know. So we're in the oh no, we're in the hunt for a middle grade. We're in the process of talking about middle grade March. Did I freeze for anybody else? Monet said my video stopped. I'm not hoping that it's your Wi-Fi, but I'm hoping it's not my Wi-Fi. Oh, Disa, I just put the first Bridgerton book on hold at the library. I have a feeling it's going to be a little too steamy for me, but I'm gonna try it. We'll see. Okay, good, Debbie. Thank you. Oh no, you keep getting an error message too, Amy. That makes me sad. Let me see if how my Wi-Fi is doing. I think my Wi-Fi is okay. Sorry if you guys are freezing. Okay. Most of you are saying that I'm okay. Sorry if you're freezing. Yeah, Lindsay, I binged the whole Bridgerton series too. There was a couple scenes that I was like, woo, woo. But I can just skip those pages in a book or just kind of like skim through if it's steamy. But I loved the story and I loved the characters and I called it. I knew who Lady Whistledown was very early. I was very proud of myself. I was like patting myself on the back for that. Jen, I'm not sure. You like it steamy, Lindsay. I love it. I'm not sure when it's going to come from my library. Do you own it already? Because I'd be down to buddy read. But let's do a sprint. It's 9:10. We'll go for 20 to 9:30. You're reading the last one right now. Yes. Okay. So we're going to go for 20 minutes. 10 to 30. Grab your book, grab your tea, work on a project, knit, watch the game, all the things. You've watched it twice, Danny? Kind of makes me want to start over and watch it again. Okay, no, grab your books. Let's read. I'll see you in 20. Oh, let me start my timer. All right. That's time, everybody. To How did it go? This book is infuriating for those of you who are coming in late or just popping in. I'm reading The Sound of Gravel by Ruth Werner. It's a memoir and it's infuriating. I want to punch the mom. Oh, she's making me so angry. 5 a.m. How was everybody's reading? How's your book going? Yeah. Cheryl, I love books in verse. Is it middle grade or is it? Oh, you're reading the Jacqueline Woodson one, right? I love her. 2 chapters. Yay, Angie. Oh, fun. Tara, I love that it's making you laugh out loud. That's fun. 16 pages, 24, 2 chapters. Good job, everybody. Do I have a start prediction for my book? A start prediction? I don't know. Oh my goodness. Oh, a star. I was like, what's a start prediction? I'm already started. I think, I mean, it will be 4 or 5. It's very well written as far as like it's drawing me right in, and it's infuriating. It totally depends on how it wraps everything up. If it's going to be 4 or 5 stars. Oh, The Dream Daughter, Nicole, it's so good. In the wee small hours of the morning. Isn't that a song? The Wonder. Lindsay, how are you liking The Wonder? That was, I read that a couple years ago. I'm pretty sure I liked it, but not loved it. Alice in Wonderland asks, what is my secret to reading so many books a month? The secret is I don't turn on my TV. I sometimes watch Netflix on my computer, but I don't watch TV. I don't have a lot of other hobbies, and I'm home all the time. I don't have a life. I'm single. I don't have kids. And so my free time is reading time. Plus, I have an audiobook almost always going, and I can read a little bit while I'm at work. Excuse me. Yeah, I can read a little bit while I'm at work because I nanny. So while the little baby is taking a nap, I get to read. So those are ways. And I always have a book with me. Whoa, I just missed a bunch. Okay. The stolen name in This Time Next Year was a little weird, right? Why? Who does that? It does explain it later as you go. Court of Thorns and Roses. Ooh, too steamy for me. And I don't love Sarah J. Maas's writing style. Too many like ... and dashes. And once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it and it drove me nuts. Let's see. Ethan Frome. I read that in high school or college. Terry, go get that book. What's TV? Right, Danny? What's TV when you have Disney and Hulu and Netflix, right? You don't need TV. You don't need cable. Oh, funny. It's for a group read. It's intriguing. 50 pages in. Yeah. I remember that it wasn't very fast paced, but it was like, I was curious about what was really going on. So I wanted to keep going. Lots of audiobooks. Cheryl, that is the key as well. Yay for audiobooks. What do you guys use for your audiobooks? Like, do you have Audible? Do you have Scribd? Do you use your library? I do a combination of Hoopla and Scribd right now. Aw, Melissa, thank you. I do love to nanny because I always have wanted to be a mom, and that hasn't been the path my life has taken. So I get to mom other people's kids for a little bit and then come home and do what I want. So it's kind of the best of both worlds at this point. I still have hope for the future, but as of right now, I get my kid fixed by nannying. So to get paid for doing something that I love is very cool. um, Yay for Chronicles of Narnia, you uniquely me. I hope you enjoy them. Will this be your first time reading through them? Yes, Disa. I'm glad I'm not the only one who doesn't love Sarah J. Maas's writing style. Cheryl, good for you walking home from work. A little bit of exercise, audiobook time. Nice. Jane Austen. I love all the recommendations in the comments. You guys are awesome. Libby. Oh, Kim, I missed what you use. Oh, I missed it. Oh well. Um, yeah, I love to listen to audiobooks while I do dishes because doing the dishes is my least favorite chore. Do you guys have a least favorite chore? Dishes is my least favorite chore. Ironing would be my least favorite chore, but I don't iron. So dishes is my least. I would rather clean bathrooms all day long than do the dishes. Um, oh, fun. First time through Narnia. I'm so excited for you. They're so great. I have not read Percy Jackson. No, none of them. Libby. Laundry is your least favorite? See, laundry is not a big deal to me. I don't mind it. All of them. Debbie, I can feel that some days. Vacuuming, I love because you see your progress and right away. Cooking, I love it. All the chores are my least favorite. Cleaning the bathroom, too funny. I needed to clean the bathroom today and I didn't do it, so I have to do that tomorrow. Call your daughter home. I'm going to write it down. Call your daughter home. Thanks for the recommendation. What kind of book is that, Terry? Is it Terry or yeah, Terry? But laundry, guys, I don't understand why laundry is the least favorite. It's so easy. You put it in and then you go read, and then you switch it and then you go read. I mean, putting it away is a little bit of a pain, but yeah, I don't mind laundry. I don't have a dishwasher. I feel like if I had a dishwasher, it might be better, but I don't have a dishwasher in this house. So yeah, Melissa, one more reason why I don't want dogs. Cleaning up the dog crap outside. Oh, too funny. Um, that's kind of fun, Lindsay. That there's an app. Is it Tidy instead of Toady? And it tells you when to clean and what to clean. That's kind of fun. I'm a big fan of checklists and like checking things off of a list. I guess if you, yeah, I can see that point. If you share your laundry with other people and don't have you, like, I'm thankful that I have my own um, little washer dryer right in my house, so I don't have to, I don't have to share. So that makes sense. Lindsay, you live in a dorm with high school kids. Are you like a house parent or a dorm parent? I did that for a little while at a Mennonite high school in Pennsylvania, in Lancaster for a little while. Um, and I had to share. I had to share laundry space with them and everything. Um, you don't mind dishes because you just watch BookTube. Love it. It is toady. Oh, to do? Like to I don't know, toady. I'll have to look that up. I'm gonna add it to my list. Toady. I love a good app. Tia. I love it. Cleaning the girls' counter. That's hilarious. Um, Melissa, did you set up Alexa to like remind you to do dishes or something? And did you tell her to swear at you? That's really funny. That's funny. I love it. This is a this is a reminder. Ah, Melissa, that's cracking me up. Very cool, Lindsay. Um, Dee said, no, I don't read paranormal books in general. However, I read The Broken Girls by Simone St. James, and that had a ghost, and I loved it. It was so good. Today. Ah, Today. Girl Without a Name. I love World War II. I feel like I've heard that one. Girl with No Name. Is that the book? Today, but it's Toady. I don't know. My Alexa is sassy. Too funny. Monet, fixing coffee. It's kind of late for coffee, hey? Um, I should have had like more questions and stuff prepared for today, but I just wanted to hang out with everybody and see how everyone was doing this week. I've not read The Sundown Motel yet, but I want to. And I heard Maddie Claire was decent as well. I have Lost Among the Living, I think it's called. I can't see it from here. I heard it's an older one. It's never too late for coffee. I don't like coffee. So never is a good time for coffee in my book. Excuse me. How did you guys celebrate New Year's? Did everybody stay up? I was in bed. I celebrated by falling asleep. No, I was in bed at 11:45. I didn't go anywhere or do anything. It was very sad. It was a very sad day. I love that you have Alexa swear at your husband too. Do you set the time for it? Or does it just remind you like every Wednesday or something? Sundown Motel. I feel like Simone St. James gets better and better with every book, right? Which is probably typical for most authors. I'm not a big go out party dancing on New Year's Eve. I do like to have a game night or something, but this year I didn't because, COVID sucks. And so it was a very sad day for me. I didn't like it. Serena, I won't have it swear at my kids. Probably wise. Oh, I'm sorry, Debbie, that your husband's not doing well. And Kim, you were in the hospital on New Year's as well. That's sad. I didn't even watch Melissa, the New York City like ball drop or anything. I bet it was weird. I bet it was really weird. It's because I don't turn on my TV ever. Yeah, Catherine, I feel like it would be overrated as well. Everything would be expensive. I don't love getting dressed up. I'd much rather be in comfy clothes with a game night with good friends. Yeah, Tara, I hear ya. As an extreme introvert, it's the best New Year's Eve ever. No excuses needed to stay home and read. Oh, funny. Yeah, Disa, I don't think anyone wants to watch the news right now. Sad. Oh man. Oh, hi Pam. I didn't see that you were here. Did I miss that somehow? Probably. No exit. Ooh, that was intense. I just finally set up my Roku and I finally got Disney Plus just a couple days ago because Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist came back on Hulu and I figured if I'm going to get Hulu, I might as well get the combo thing. So I got Disney and Hulu so that I could watch Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist because I love it. Have any of you guys seen that one? Welcome, Pam. Glad you're here. We're just chatting for a little bit. We'll do another sprint in a little while. Kim, I'm so glad that someone else has watched Zoe. It's so good. I think I cry every time. Oh, especially recently in the last, like towards the end of the first season and even the first one of this new season. I just can relate to losing a dad and it just breaks my heart and I bawl. I bawl watching it. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. Oh, lots of you guys watch it. Very cool. It's so good. And I love all the singing and dancing. Like it's just so interesting. Like it's such a fun concept for a show. I love it. Jen, it's on Hulu, so you can watch it. I don't watch TV either. I just watch Hulu, Netflix, and Disney now. Oh, it's still hard. Kim, for me, it was like in 1997. What is that? 23 years ago, and there are still moments that it feels like it was last week. Danny, thanks for hopping in and sprinting with us a little bit and chatting. I hope that you have a wonderful night. Bye. The Bachelor. Yep, it's on Hulu, so I'm not going to watch it on TV. I'll watch it after. I haven't seen the one yesterday, Monday, this week, so I haven't watched yet. Serena, thank you for hanging out. Glad you got some pages read. Thanks for chatting. You guys are the best. Yeah, Debbie, there's no grief like losing a parent. It just sucks. There's no easy age to lose a parent either. I feel like whether you're young or old, it doesn't matter. It's still hard. Excuse me. Sorry for the yawns. We should do one more sprint. Philo. Terry, I signed up for Friendly TV just like November and December, and then I canceled it just so that I could watch Hallmark Christmas movies too. This is the second year that I've done that. I just signed up for a couple months for all the Christmas movies. Um, I've never watched Moana either, Melissa. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Chloe, I lived in Lancaster for 6 years. Um, sorry for the yawns. I grew up in central New York, and then I lived in like western New York, kind of, and then I moved to Lancaster for 6 years, and then I lived in Massachusetts for 6 years, and now I've been here in Virginia for 3. So I kind of have a 6-year plan. um, Disa, thanks for staying with us for an hour. My goodness, it's the middle of the night for you. Thank you for all the recommendations. And I'm glad that you popped in. Cheryl, you haven't seen Moana either. Maybe we should have a Moana watch party. I've never done a watch party, but I really want to someday, somehow. It's on Disney Plus, right? It's Disney. Excuse me. Maryland, nice. I love Lancaster. Christy, are you saying good evening like bye or hello? Good evening. Oh, funny. I love, Jen, that your husband wants to keep it for Walker, Texas Ranger. That's really funny. Walker, Texas Ranger always came on after The Medicine Woman, and my mom used to watch The Medicine Woman. And so sometimes we would stick around and watch Walker as well when I was younger. Um, okay, I'll have to learn. How do we do a watch party? Oh, thank you, Disa. That's kind of you. And welcome, Christy. Welcome back. Glad you made it. Christy, you just did a watch party with Rainey and Victoria. How does one do a watch party? Teach the masses. I've never done it. We're talking about doing one. Watched The Medicine Woman when I was young too. I loved The Medicine Woman. All those kinds of shows. I loved them. Oh, sorry. Bye, Shauna. Thank you for coming. Dr. Quinn, that's what it was. Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. I forgot. Yeah, Melissa, I feel like I enjoy watching cartoons when somebody else picks it, but that's almost never going to be my choice to choose a kids movie. I read middle grade. I love reading kids books, but I for some reason don't enjoy kids movies. On Voxer, you all watched it separately on your own devices and texted while you watched. Okay. But isn't there a way that you can watch it on like this, like on a screen and have people chat? I feel like there's a way to do that. I don't know if Disney does that. I'll have to look it up. Oh man, Little House was the best. So many people told me that there's a Little House episode about the blizzard, and I kind of remember, I don't remember all specifically, but I want to try to find it for when I read the Children's Blizzard, which just came in at the library. I need to go get it. Discord is a great way to have a watch party because you can be in video chat. Good night, Disa. Yeah, they usually suck. Ah, that's funny, Melissa. Disney has group watch. The Waltons. I loved the Waltons. Quantum Leap. Oh my word. My dad and I, we loved Quantum Leap. Holy moly. I have not thought about that show in a really long time. I loved it. That is too funny. Okay. I don't know. Do you need. So on my next live in 2 weeks, I have an assignment of figuring out how to do in 2 weeks, which I should have somebody with me because I'm going to try to alternate by myself and then have other people. So stay tuned. Don't watch Moana in the next 2 weeks because that will be our first watch party, which is so random, but that's okay. I love that so many of you guys also watched Quantum Leap. So funny. Let's see. Where can you watch Quantum Leap now, Cheryl? Almanzo, Melissa, Albert. Albert was somebody on the show, but Almanzo is who she ends up with. Only 6 people to a Disney group watch. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I wanna know about Quantum Leap somewhere too. Albert, yeah, Albert was like the brother, Almanzo was the husband. Almanzo, not Alfonso. NBC streaming service is free. Interesting. I'm not sharing my login ID. Oh goodness, everybody's saying Albert was the brother. Albert was the brother. Yes, Albert was the brother. Okay, well, maybe we'll have to have maybe we'll have to have multiple groups for a Moana watch because I probably won't want to watch it more than once or like first come first serve. Ready set go, 6 people. I don't know. All right, what time are we at? At 10 o'clock, we'll do one more 20-minute sprint still, or do you guys want to do 15 for this next one? The good old days. She did call him manly. Oh man, I should rewatch some Little House. It's been a while. I'm freezing. Could have a sign up sheet. 2020. 30. We're not doing 30. That's too much for me. His hair. His name was Pa. Pa and Ma. Oh yeah, Charles. Oh man, one time I was crying so hard watching Little House. My mom came in from the other room. What's wrong? What's wrong? Pa left. I was so sad. Oh my goodness, I loved that show. I've always been a crier, even when I was a kid. Rhonda, I love that you're back on the chores. There's quite a few books that have come out in the last couple of years about Laura, or Caroline was one. There was a couple different ones that came out. Michael Landon. That's right. Oh, Michael Landon. That's a good emoji. Oh, Nelly. I don't remember. I have a horrible memory about shows, movies, books. I can read them or watch them, walk away, and forget most of it. Nice. Pa always had reasons to have his shirt off. Too funny. Percival. Yep. Oh my word. I need to do a rewatch of the Little House series. That would be fun. Is it on any of the streaming things? That would be a fun rewatch. Binge. You're much younger than her, Debbie. Oh golly. You guys have such a good memory. Michael Landon was the most clean shaven pioneer ever. Heck. I don't have cable, Debbie. That's too funny. Oh, it's on Friendly. Well, I don't have Friendly anymore. I only buy it for 2 months. Nellie's makeup for time. Pioneer time is pretty impressive. Up TV. Hi, Rainey. I'm glad you're here. We are just about to do a 20-minute sprint. Welcome. The Waltons, Dr. Quinn, Little House. We'll go from 10 o'clock to right. Get your books, friends. Rainy, I missed you. Aw, look at all the love for Rainy. Yay. All right, grab your books. Here we go. I'll just tell you, I'm reading The Sound of Gravel. Can you see that on there? It's a memoir about a young girl, or about a girl who grew up in an extremist, or a, yeah, cult in, or religious group in Mexico. It's very harrowing. It's making me angry. All right. How did everybody do? 24. Oh, 24 pages. I want to finish this book tonight. Oh, it's so good. 21. Nice, Daisy. Can't see out of these. Major dinner, Kim. Nice. Oh, last time you were laughing, Tara, and this time you cried. That's always a sign of a good book. Cheryl, 46 pages. Oh, but you're reading the one in verse, right? I need to read more Jacqueline Woodson. Chloe, I can't read creepy books at night either. Well, that's Nicole. You are making connections, talking with your husband and your daughter, texting a friend, messaging other people. Connections are good. That's hilarious, Christy. Sinking into one book and being distracted by another. Isn't that reader problems? Hashtag reader problems. Tara is reading the memoir from, oh man, Matthew McConaughey, right? Did I get that right, Tara? My book is starting to have like a little bit of a redemption forgiveness aspect of it, which I love. It's so hard still because there hasn't been any resolution, and the mom made some serious mistakes in her choices, but she's showing some remorse right now, which I'm thankful for. She's realizing that maybe she didn't do things quite right. Oh, Melissa, I bet you would like the Farseer trilogy, starting with Assassin's Apprentice. They're pretty character focused, but they still move right along. I like it. 13 books to delete. Jamie, I'm so curious about your process of how you decide what's going to go and what's going to stay. Do you have step? You said you had a whole process to decide. I'm very curious. We are going to wrap up soon, friends. Yeah. Melissa, I know some people don't like the Farseer trilogy because she does it does feel like a slower pace than maybe some other ones, but I enjoyed it. I'm gonna start Ship of Magic this year, not this month, but sometime this year. I don't have the next ones in that trilogy though, so I'm gonna wait till I have them. Because Ship of Magic is the Live Ship Traders is the next trilogy after the Farseer trilogy. Terry, they're good. I enjoyed them. I read them over the last couple years. Compelling. I'm kind of glad it's not as literary. I'm not a huge fan always of when books get a little too highbrow for me. I'm not highbrow at all. Oh man. Do any of you guys have plans for tomorrow? Thanks for hanging out, Daisy. Have a good night. Nice, Ginger. Good job. My favorite Christian fiction that's not romance is I love the Mark of the Lion trilogy by Francine Rivers. Those are historical fiction. There's a little romance in there, but not it's not like major. Thanks for hanging out. Too fond of books. Nevermore so good. Um, okay, ones that I've read and didn't overly care for get deleted. Ones I'm not certain about anymore, I go to Goodreads. Nice. Lesson plans. I get to go out in the world tomorrow. Nice, Amy. That's right. Your quarantine is over. Yay. Niece's 1-year birthday party. Cute. Zoom book club meeting. Oh, I have Inheritance on my shelf, Kim. I would like to read that one someday. Tomorrow I'm submitting a short story. Nice. Christy. Very cool. Laundry day, Jamie. I think I'm going to do laundry tomorrow too. I'm going to change the sheets on my bed. I'm teaching the kids at church tomorrow, so I need to go over my lesson one more time before bed tonight. Pickleball. Oh my word, pickleball. How fun. I never heard of pickleball until I moved here to Virginia. Buying a house. Chloe, big day tomorrow. That's awesome. Chandel, church, then writing letters. Nice. Yeah, we don't have loads of kids that are coming right now, but there's always a handful. So it's fun. I teach the elementary age altogether, K to 5. Reading, I'll be doing some reading tomorrow too. Clean the dreaded bathroom. Same, Terry. Laundry and read. That's my afternoon and evening. And I need to film. I meant to film today and I didn't do it. So I have to film tomorrow. Clean the bathroom. You guys are awesome. Good luck, Chloe. I mean, do you already have a house picked out? Obviously, right? Like just putting an offer in tomorrow, or yeah, what's going on tomorrow? That's exciting. Excuse me. That's exciting. What is life like in Virginia? Well, a lot of staying at home these days. We do have stuff that's open though. Restaurants and things are open, but at very limited capacity. It was really nice today, probably in the 50s. I don't know what you're really asking, Tiffany. I'm not sure. I do need to film tomorrow, Debbie. I do have a video ready. I just haven't edited it yet. Bathroom cleaning day for everyone. Yeah, Jen, we've been having in-person church as well as online church since September, August maybe. You have to register, and we have a cap on how many kids can come to the classes. Yes, Virginia is beautiful. I agree. I kind of liked online church though, like in my jammies. I'm not gonna lie. But I coordinate the kids, elementary kids at my church, so I have to be there. Good luck, everybody. Hanging out tomorrow, doing all the things. You have students in your classroom. Here in Richmond, it's all virtual school, except for private schools. All the Richmond schools are still virtual. Yeah, I know California is much more shut down than we are here. It's true, Debbie. I could not see the kiddos. So it was fun for a season. I do love the kids that come. So that's fun. But I hate wearing a mask. And we're like 100% mask at church. So you have to keep your mask on. Most of the kids even wear masks. They don't have to, but their families ask them to. So I keep them in masks since their families want them to be. Oh, goodness. I grew up in New York, Tiffany. I grew up in Syracuse. My mom currently lives in Oswego. Kim, I hope that you have a successful procedure on Tuesday. Please don't expose yourself. Oh, too funny. All right, friends. It is 10:30 and I think it's time to go. This is always fun. Thanks for sticking around and hanging out and reading with me and chatting, just kind of nonsense and just hanging out tonight. Um oh yeah, Christy. It's kind of a rule at our church. We hand out masks if people don't have, like, unless you're on stage teaching or singing on the worship team or something. But yes, thank you guys so much. I will be back with another live in 2 weeks. I'm not sure exactly what day. Probably Saturday night seems to be the best for me, but depends on what's going on over the weekend. But it will be sometime over the weekend in 2 weeks from now. And hopefully I will have a friend with me. So I will keep that a surprise because I don't know what it's going to be yet. So I'll have somebody with me next time around. But thanks for hanging out. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful night. Love you all so much. You're the best little corner of the internet around. You guys are awesome. Have a wonderful week coming up, and I'll chat with you all in the comments or on the Discord if you're a patron, or on the Patreon page or somewhere. Love you guys. Bye.